group of Israelis has attacked trucks carrying life-saving food aid, preventing them from reaching Gaza. So this video shows them unloading and destroying supplies. Israel's restriction on food aid has caused famine across large parts of Gaza. The vehicles were crossing through Hebron in the occupied West Bank, and then they were heading towards Gaza. The Israelis then set 3 of these aid trucks on fire. We have with us Sapir Sluzker Amran, who's a human rights lawyer and also the co-director of the social movement Breaking Walls. You witnessed Monday's attacks on the aid trucks. You're joining us from Tel Aviv. Tell us what you saw.
Yeah, so I came in order to try to document and even not sure if to stop the settlers and their supporters while they were trying to prevent the trucks, the humanitarian aid trucks, from entering Gaza, but they're not just trying to prevent them from coming, they were destroying and calling others to destroy the entire equipment that was there, boxes of rice, bags of sugar, and instant noodles. All of them were supposed to go to hungry people right now in Gaza. I saw how the police and the IDF supported them in a way that they just allowed them to do whatever they want on the ground. I never saw that someone was arrested. Even when I was attacked, someone slapped me, someone attacked me, tried to attack me with a knife, and even then they didn't even try to arrest them or to do anything. They were just protecting them, and it happened just a few days after I was in a demonstration with the families of the hostages, and I saw how the police brutally attacking them, even damaging one of the sister of one of the hostages. His name is Matan, in a way that she had to be evacuated to the hospital while they were doing whatever they want to, being above the law and giving full support by the forces there.
Look, we'll get back to that point on the police in just a moment, but let me just ask you this first. How do you think, these crowds that end up where these aid trucks are, how do you think that they're able to find out when and where these aid trucks are going to be?
It's very easy. They're getting information. I knew about it because they send an outlet of messages in all kinds of WhatsApp groups that they have with their faces, with their names, with their phone numbers, saying we know we have this information that the trucks are coming from this. Yesterday it was a Tarqumiyah crossing. We know that they're coming, and we're asking more people to come over and help us prevent them and stop them from giving the aid to Gaza. So it's very clear that they know. Even when we were there, in some point they went to another crossing because they got a phone call saying, just for you to know, there's more trucks going to another crossing. Come here, try to do something here, and then, if needed, come back. So they are fed with this information. It's happening for months. It's the IDF, or it's the police, or it's someone in the government, but they know about it because someone is telling them that,
right,
and then giving them full permission to do whatever they want when they're coming to the area.
How do you explain that? This point you make, and you were telling us a moment ago as well, that they're given full permission to do whatever they want when they get to the area, and the police just stand back and do nothing and, in fact, support them. Do you think that these orders to the police to do nothing are coming from the top, or how does it work?
Yeah, I know that it's coming from the top because we have this blood government and dead government that are doing as much as they can in order to continue the war while we are fighting for ceasefire and a safe back for the hostages. They cannot say they were trying to block the humanitarian aid with diplomatic efforts, but when they couldn't, they have those gangs, militant settler gangs that are coming and doing the work with them and for them. And this is how this happens. So that event yesterday started at 8 a.m., even before. And I left there at 3 p.m. There were hundreds of people when I left the place. For my own security, I had to go because they were threatening me. So it's very clear that they were, in all of those hours, there were maybe not more than 10 soldiers, maybe 2 or 3 policemen in the area, and that's it. They don't want to stop it. They are supporting it. It's very clear for me that they got directions and orders from the top. The only one that were urged to leave this place was me and the other activist that was with me. It was just the two of us trying to prevent them to block and to destroy, demolish the entire humanitarian aid that was in this place. I was the only one that the police asked an ID. And it was all, as I said, with their faces. They're not trying to hide anything because they know that there's not going to be any consequences to their actions.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Sapir Sluzker Amran, thank you for speaking to us from Tel Aviv and
If
sharing
I may
your
just to
experience.
say, if I may just to say, it's something that it's important for me to say as an Israeli, as a Jew.
Go ahead.
We have this command in Judaism: you shall not stand over the blood of your neighbor. And for me, I don't see the Palestinians and the Gazans as my neighbors. I see as my own people, and I say it with tears because what happened today, what happened yesterday, do not represent many Israelis and many Jews. My family is Iraqi. They are Iraqi Jews. When I see grandmothers and grandfathers in Gaza begging for food, I see them in my own eyes, and this is not something that we condemn it and we have to stop it. And this is our moral obligation to fight with our own people, with our own blood, in order to tell them what you're doing is wrong. We have to stop this war. We cannot let this bloodshed continue. And I'm saying it because I know that I will pay prices talking with you right now. I will pay prices, and I'm getting threats and death threats and people trying to locate where I live right now in order to attack me because I was there yesterday. But I will keep organizing more people in order for them to come and to fight and to tell this is not our Judaism. This is not the society that we are to live in. There are many Israelis that want peace and pursuing peace for us, for our children, and for everyone that living in this land, by God, by moral, by love. And it's important that you will hear our voices and to know that we are doing as much as we can with this horrible government in order to resist. It's hard. We're paying prices. I was attacked yesterday, and I'm with scars and bruise all over my body. But I did it, and I don't regret it, and I will do it again and again and again, because we have to. It's the least that we can do in order that what's happening in Gaza, in order to stop this war and to prevent the other one.
Well, I'm sure many people will be very appreciative of the work that you're doing and the message you're sending across. We thank you so much, Sapir Sluzker Amran, for speaking to us on Al Jazeera, and we hope that you remain safe. Thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.